Welcome to Baja Window to the South. I am your host, Olga Sanchez de la Vega.
And I'm your co-host, Scott Koenig.
And we brought you to the heart of TJ. We are in Avenida Revolución. We're in a beautiful development by the Bustamente Realty, and we're going to interview Hector Bustamente.
But first, before we go into Hector's fantastic condo to have these interviews, Olga, we're going to go back to Cien Años, Restaurant Cien Años, with our good friend, Chef Jose Esparza, where we have some borrego tacos with a very different type of salsa I think that you'll want to see. Let's go. So this is something a little different. This is not a traditional way to eat insects, correct,
No.
Jose?
We're gonna make a fusion today,
Okay.
and with short rib, slow cook, 5 hours. They call it braised
Braised.
or braseada. I call it slow cook.
Slow cooked.
It
No matter what you
smells
do,
delicious.
it looks great.
But now it's very good. But now we're gonna put a sauce. Is made with tomatillo, milipero, and chinicuilas.
Oh, so the little worms.
The little worms, and it has the tomatillo, the tiny tomatillo. It's about this big. Okay?
Oh,
So you
okay.
put a little bit of the sauce over your taco and enjoy.
Okay, Olga, please.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you so
Enjoy.
much. It depends on the culture who goes first, right?
Does it?
Yes. Some
Uh-huh.
places the man goes first, some places the woman goes first, and I am enjoying
In Mexico.
this
going
right
first?
now.
Right,
Yes.
in Mexico, what is it typically?
Thank you.
Olga?
Women go
Women first. That's it's same with the United States.
And men has the last saying after the woman says, okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Enjoy.
there we go. I love short rib, and I'm sure it's going to be even more elevated with this fantastic insect sauce on it.
Wow.
Good. I'm good.
Deja que le tome ese tiempo. Wow.
That's a flavor that you just never want it to end.
Oh,
The short
okay.
rib is so savory. Then you get that little piquant taste from the salsa, and then you get a little bit of that earthy taste of the worm in there. Delicious. A triumph, one might even say, Jose.
Thank you.
Okay, dig in.
I'm going. Ow. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm.
You've got that slow braising of the short rib. It's just super, super flavorful.
I'm gonna stay right here. For a little bit more time. Wow. Wow.
You know, when I have something, a food that I really like, I have a common saying. I say I can eat this every day. I never get tired of it. This is one of those dishes, Jose, that I could eat
I'm glad.
every day, and I'd be fine.
I am having such a hard time waiting to take the next bite.
Are you?
Yes, I think I'm gonna go for it
Do
again.
it, do it, do it.
Thank you. Mm. Thumbs up.
This is sad because it's my last bite of this delicious taco. It's sad, but it's not at the same time. Bittersweet.
Well,
I don't know what to say.
you're getting a teary eye?
Yes.
Our
Yes.
ancestors are speaking to you right now
I
and
love it.
saying, welcome to Baja Window to the South, where now you get to taste so many wonderful traditions from generations.
Yeah, and this is a tradition that comes from southern and central Mexico and has made its way up to the border here in Tijuana. Restaurant 100 Años, Jose Esparza, award-winning chef, a good friend of ours. They also do the Festival of Chile en Nogada, which will be back this year in September. Chile en Nogada being one of Mexico's most classic traditional dishes. Follow 100 Años on Facebook, and you'll get all the information on that fantastic festival. And you can also find out where to come to eat some really good edible insects.
Yes, and much more. Wow. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you.
Jose, thanks so much. It's
thank
been a
you.
great afternoon of eating insects. There's nowhere else I'd rather be today.
Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone. 100 Años. Come for the insects, stay for the chiles en nogada.
Hi, and we're here with Hector Bustamente. Hector Bustamente is the General Director for the Bustamente Realty Group of Baja California. And he's gonna tell us everything that you want to know about how to make your living in Baja impressive. You've been in real estate for about 20 years, so you can only imagine the number of projects that he has been into. From condos to buildings to you name it. So we're here to learn more and just enjoy the growth and the beauty of our beautiful state.
Yes.
Hector,
Thank you, Olga.
welcome to Baja Window to the South.
Thank you. Very happy to be here. And Scott also.
Thank you, Hector, for having us in your fantastic apartment here at the top of the new, fairly new Edificio Revolución.
Yes,
Tell us
thank
a
you.
little bit about this building we're in.
This is a new building. It's about 3 years old, and it kind of represents what the new situation is going on down here in downtown Tijuana, where there was basically no construction for over 20 years. And it started about 5 years ago, where one building got redesigned and reconversion, and then another one and another one. And then when I started coming here and I saw what it would be like living in downtown Tijuana, where it's not something very, that's not something that we do. Downtown
Yeah,
Tijuana.
that you even think about.
Exactly. So I moved down here about 4 years ago. I'm very happy. I used to live in the beach,
Really?
beach area.
In Playas?
Near Playas of
Okay.
Tijuana, where I had ocean view and everything. But
Yes.
I prefer this much more.
And-
I'm an urban guy, so I like being in the middle of everything.
And you're able to walk to a lot of the places that make you happy, you know? Which,
I was telling Scott that I gave up my car about 4 years ago. I don't use an automobile anymore. I move in Didis, Ubers, and all these different platforms. My office is very close by, and basically everything is around here in a walkable fashion.
Yes.
I go to the supermarket. I have restaurants. I have everything around here, like little coffee shops and art
if we
galleries.
don't have it, your company, your team will make it happen.
Yes.
Will you tell
Well-
us a little bit about what's happening right now with the city? Is booming.
Booming. Actually, it's booming, but more than that, it's blooming.
Yes.
Blooming. Because booming is something that happens and then disappears. It's just a one-time.
It's a boom and then it's a bust.
And it's a bust.
I
Exactly.
love that.
Yeah.
Blooming is something that we've been working on for a long time, taking care of our city, and now we see the dividends of that. The city is very big.
Yes.
The city has different neighborhoods, different types of lifestyles. And for example, right now we're in downtown Tijuana, which is a very familiar place to Americans because that's where they walk across and then they see this downtown. And right now we're living a process where we're trying to bring a lot of culture to this area.
Yes.
As you know, Tijuana is rich in artists and music and gastronomy and everything that has to do with art. But now we have to do places where all these artists can be and fulfill their dreams.
Yes.
Galleries.
And that we
libraries.
can see them, observe them,
Yes.
support them, and
Exactly.
enjoy.
You could say that it's a revolution on Revolución.
It's a revolution of revolution.
There's so much
Exactly.
happening
That's
here, and I
right.
know that change
Exactly.
started sometime after the early 2000s, right, Hector?
Exactly. And I think that this whole movement started with food, something that you're very familiar with
Yes.
because you're an expert on all this. So there's little restaurants that started opening all over, and then bigger restaurants,
Yes.
and then it became a trend. And now it's very exciting to walk and find things in a hidden door where you find a gallery or you find a music shop or something that has like different
different vibes, and
Exactly.
it has something for each one of the personalities. So every personality that comes in, either you are just coming in for the first time to learn a little bit about what Baja, what Tijuana is about, and then you have, you know, the ones like us who have been here for a very long time, and we still find a new place that we enjoy.
Exactly. And I've lived here for about 3 years, and I still find new places every week.
All the
every
time.
week.
Right, it's like me,
Exactly.
right? When I think I know the restaurant scene, a new restaurant opens.
Yes. And I'm, what do you call fear of missing out? A FOMO?
FOMO.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm always looking at.
We know nothing about that.
Well, you can look right out your window here, straight down Avenida Revolución, Hector, and
Exactly.
see anything that you might be missing, and then go find it.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So I walk a lot also, and I talk to neighbors. And something that I really like is that I live where we're creating a community. Now I know the people in the coffee shop, and I know the people in the restaurant and the little supermarket. They know me by name. I know them by name. So this way, not only are we creating a community, but we're also protecting each other, because we look out for each other
Yes.
in regards to security and all this. So there's something really nice happening down here. And one thing that is a lot of people talk about is that we're having a lot of Americans moving down here to live.
Yes.
It's a new experience that we're living, basically. Because before we used to have a lot of tourism, but we didn't have Americans moving down here, especially to Tijuana, because mostly they move to the coastal area
Yes.
because they have ocean front and ocean beach, ocean view. So that's great. And here now we're receiving a lot of people, because I was telling you that Tijuana has half of its population was born in another city of Mexico. So we're multicultural. And now when Americans come down here, they see a little bit of the real Mexico.
Yes.
Before, our city, because I was born here and raised here all of my life, and because we were so far from Mexico City, or Mexico as a country, that we used to emulate a lot of the American side. We used to want to be San Diego. But now we have a combination where, in a lot of sense, we are like San Diegans.
Tell me more about all the people who are moving here. Like, what's the process? What's that look like?
Well, before they used to come for tourism, but now they're starting to look towards living here. In Tijuana right now, we have a big construction time where there's over 100 projects being built at the same time. Condominium buildings, commercial centers, office buildings, reconversion of old buildings. So there's a lot of different offers, and most people say that they're moving down here just because of affordability. And yes, we do cost about maybe half or even 1/3 of what housing,
prices, yeah.
prices in San Diego. But it's more than that. It's more than the affordability.
It's the
Yes,
lifestyle.
It's the lifestyle,
Yeah.
exactly.
So it's come for the affordability, stay for the culture and the
Exactly.
lifestyle and the excitement of Tijuana.
And I'm so glad that you're going to tour this project with Genaro, because you're going to be able to see a lot of quality and new architecture that is being done here in Tijuana. Great architecture.
Awesome.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much for this opportunity. And now you know.
Very happy to have you here.
Yes. Thanks, Hector.
Thank you.
So good to have you on the show.
I'm Genaro Valladolid. I'm a real estate broker with Bustamente Realty Group. My passion, more than my job, is downtown Tijuana. I've loved downtown forever, since I was a kid. You know, when my friends were going to Baby Rock and Mr. Frogs, I'd come down here to Escape Club, Mr. Krabs, and all that. So it's really cool that my job and part of what my passion can come together. Right now, we are in a development by Cosmopolitan Group from here in Tijuana. This part of the building is called Syed, this part is called Norte, which are 24 one-bedroom condominiums that were designed in partnership with a designer from Mexico City named Anuar Layon. Anuar Layon has worked with Lollapalooza, with Daft Punk, with Nike, so he did a lot of the design elements that you see here
I
in
love
this
it.
building.
It's modern. It makes me feel like I'm in any city, really. Like at the beginning, I was like, "Am I in New York? Like, what's going on? Where are you bringing me into?"
It's something that a lot of people say that because it's the high buildings and things like that, and more than most people know, it really is becoming I don't like to say it's becoming New York or downtown San Diego. It's just becoming a really cool downtown with Tijuana's personality. This building, it has 2 buildings adjacent to it. Loft Revolución, which is 28 lofts, which we'll go see in a few minutes. Roel, which is 33 traditional condominiums. This one, as I said, has Norte with 24 condos, and then upstairs, 14 stories with 84 condos in total. With the amenities, it has a pool, it's going to have a gym, it's going to have a game area.
And who's coming to rent?
You see, I have a little bit of everything. Some of the kind of profiles that we have are couples getting empty nesters that are getting towards retirement age, not there yet. You know, they're 50, 55, and they're buying a building here, a condo here, and they might come on weekends, or they might come 3 or 4 times a month, rent it out to Airbnb or other platforms at other times of the year. You have a lot of local investors, local buyers that are looking for something off the beaten path a little bit, that offers everything that downtown Avenida Revolución offers.
And you can walk to amazing restaurants that are nearby here.
Right.
And the nightlife.
The nightlife, the restaurants, the craft breweries. If you came here 5 years ago, it was a certain way. Right now, we're still like on the curve that we're going up. In 5 years from now, it'll be so much nicer and better, I think, than what it is today.
And I've seen the beautiful construction around it. So thank you so very much for inviting us into your wonderful world.
Said Aguilar, our next guest, is a multi-talented individual. Singer-songwriter, TV host, producer. Just found out that he loves to cook and he owns a restaurant in San Diego. He's from Mexico City originally, moved to Baja California where he joined the Conservatory of Music here, and then later the Philharmonic Orchestra. He sang in bars both in Baja California as well as San Diego, and in 2019 he released his first EP of 5 terrific songs. We're happy to have Syed here today on the show. Syed, thanks for coming to the show, buddy.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here and have a great chat with you guys.
Terrific.
Syed, what a career. You've been everywhere. Please tell us a little bit about how that got inspired, how you decided to become an artist and everything.
Well, first of all, I never thought I was going to be a singer. I started when I was 6 years old. I just started playing the piano. Piano has always been my passion. And after that, I thought I was only going to be a music producer. My mom forced me to sing. I was like, no, I don't want to sing. I have 2 sisters that sing beautifully. I'm like, why would I sing?
Why do you need me
I'm
to
the
sing
one who
too?
makes the songs. Come on. She's like, no, you need to sing. You need to sing. So she took me to church. I got there. I saw them. They were singing. I was like, okay, I like this, but I'm going to go to the piano, right? Go to the piano. I played piano at church. One day, singer doesn't show up. So they're like, you need to sing. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'll do it. Long story short, like 20 years later, and I just started singing. Now, most people don't know that I play the piano. Now, most people just know me as a singer, but they don't know that actually I'm more of a musician than I am of a singer, and I've always said it. So that's kind of like the story in a nutshell. But
so then you decided to go to school.
Exactly. It all happened because my piano teacher, when I was young, she said, you know what, piano lessons are good, but you need more of other things, music theory. You need more of, orchestra, other instruments. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I started the conservatory, and then once I was there, they took me to the orchestra, which led me to orchestration. And now one of my passions is actually, writing string sections for movies and stuff like that.
Wow.
So one thing goes with another,
You're like a Renaissance man. You do it all. So I know you do traditional Mexican music. You also do a lot of pop music. What are some of your favorite genres to perform?
I guess the pop ballad is my favorite genre. I mean, especially when I'm writing a song, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I mean, it's like a pop ballad.
And you have good moves. Like I remember listening to some of your music and watching the videos, and you had me rocking.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That part came natural. I never took any dance lessons or anything. It's just that part was just me.
It was like Elvis. Elvis said he heard the music and it just made him move
Right.
a certain way.
I just feel it. I just move with whatever I'm feeling, and yeah.
And then you're also writing for a greater audience. You're writing for the world, for humanity.
That is correct. I mean, I've had the opportunity in the past few years to write for other artists, which is really cool. Which is part of my dreams was to actually write songs for other artists. And actually, one of my dreams too is actually to sing for other artists. I've had the privileges of recording vocals for really known Mexican artists like Carlos Rivera, Ray.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's been a great.
Like,
it's been a
he's
great.
like,
Yeah.
he's naming them like if we don't know them. Come
Okay,
on.
I'm just yeah.
You're making yourself look small.
And and then it's just been fun. I guess doing what you love is key. And we've been at this, I mean, as a solo artist, like 6 years. But I've been all my life. And I think it's one of those things that are going to go forever. You know? Wow.
Thank you so much. And so humble as well.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
so you had the 2019 EP. What's next? Are you going to release a full-length album, or?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Industry has changed a lot.
People don't do albums
People
so
don't do
much
albums
anymore, do they?
It's single, and then they grab all those singles and put them into an album. But it's been singles over the months or over the years.
Sure.
I actually released a single called Hoy No in 2022. Actually, it was released in April. It's my opportunity to speak to the world. I guess each artist has the opportunity to speak out, or actually use what we have to make a difference. And it's about child abuse. And I encourage everyone that's watching to go take a look at the video, because the video is very, very strong, very, very, it impacts a lot. And it's been one of our goals with that, to have a campaign of promotion of people just to try to stop child abuse. Yeah.
So what's next? What's coming?
Well, we got we have really cool. Very excited because we're back. We're back singing live. I mean,
that's
of
right.
course,
Post-COVID.
Post-COVID. So now we have events that will be coming up in my social media. So I invite everybody to follow my social media, which is Said Aguilar Oficial, in every platform, every streaming platform, every social platform. It's the same. So it's very easy to find. It's just Said Aguilar, and then I'll be posting there the events that we have. I'll be posting the new videos and more stuff that's coming out this year.
Fantastic. Well, we've really enjoyed having you on today, Syed. Thanks so much for coming to join us on Baja Window to the South. Keep on singing, my man.
I will.
Keep on making a difference. Keep on smiling.
I will. Thank you so
Right
much.
on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And now we're gonna go with Tacos with Muchachos, and this is a good one. I don't even want to tell you what is coming. Just enjoy.
Para mi gente, con una pasión tan fuerte. Ay, 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 ahora sigo cantando y sigo gozando, yo sigo
Man, I got to tell you, when we walked in here, Denise, I was just the smell of the cooking borrego over here. I have a guy who's cooking for us. It just overwhelmed me.
Well, this is a nice little place. I've seen it grow from nothing to it's getting nicer and nicer. And Abigail her dad is from Mexico City, so it's called Taqueria El Chino.
Okay.
And her dad taught her how to do it. So her brother, and her husband work the taqueria, and her brother's kind of in charge of buying the borrego, and she's in charge in cooking, and her husband's in charge of helping her maintain the restaurant and give the service. So it's a really nice family-oriented little business that's growing, and it's authentic, right? So if you can see, la salsa de molcajete is beautiful, right? It has, it's really like casera, you know, like home cooking, but you can, it's nice to have different flavors.
This is great. So these aren't corporate tacos. This is
No.
This is, we're about as far from corporate tacos as you're going to get, folks.
Authentic is what we want to say, is how I would describe it.
Gotcha.
And so you can see that it has a lot of different things, the nopales, and so right now we're going to eat tacos.
Okay.
And then we're going to have, and it's going to come with a consommé.
Okay.
So a little cup of warm broth of where the borrego was cooked.
Okay, and so borrego, for our U.S. audience who may not know, that's sheep, right?
Right.
Okay, so it's sheep. It's pit roasted, you were telling me, Denise, overnight.
Yep.
And they bring it here in the morning.
Correct.
They put all the spices, the sauces on it, and they cook it as birria, slow stewed. So
You have to try that.
I love it. Well, look at all the texture in there. It looks nice and,
los dos tacos? No,
nice
yo
and
soy.
fatty. Oh, that's delicious.
The best part about eating these tacos is that you have to dunk it into your consommé or put some consommé into your taco and then take a bite.
Okay, we'll have to try both techniques
Yes.
and see which works best for us. Cheers, everybody. Consommé de borrego. This is really, really good.
Oh, and then you have to look at this taco.
Oh,
This
my
is the
goodness.
way to go.
What?
So it has some grilled onions, nopales, the salsa from the molcajete.
Oh my God.
Right? And it's dorado. So that means that the tortilla is cooked in a little bit of the fat, and it's nice and crunchy.
It's got a little crispiness to it.
Oh yeah. So you got to take a big
I want
bite.
to do the cartoon double take on this. What?
Yeah. So
Very hot. I want to let this cool just for a second, so I don't burn my mouth. Here we go.
when they cook the whole borrego, right, there sometimes it has the rib. And so now she's gonna give you the rib, which is, you just have to take a bite like this. So it has onions and cilantro, and you have to take it and just eat it. Here, I'll hold this,
You know what?
we'll trade. We'll
Sure,
trade.
that's a good trade.
So
ribs are my weakness. I love tostillas in Mexico. Everybody, it's the rib. Rib du jour.
And you know, I believe all meat tastes better on the bone.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's not going to be on the bone for long. It's going to be in my belly in a second.
Yes.
Muy rico. Taqueria El Chino, Tecate, small, mom and pop, not corporate tacos. These are the real deal. All right, now what are we going to do?
Oh, now I think we're almost ready to go to the next spot. I don't know.
Just
you tell
about?
me. Yes.
I don't know. What do you think, guys? You ready? Let's do it.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Gracias.
Gracias, Abigail.
And that's another episode of Baja Window to the South. Thank you so much for your follows, your shares, your likes.
Thank you for everything. Thanks for joining us once again for this amazing episode of Baja Window to the South.
See you again next week.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm your co-host, Scott Koenig.
And I'm Olga Sanchez de la Vega. Thank you so much.